Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. I hope you're all doing well. Here with an energy check in for all of you. So, what we're going to be looking at is Divine Feminine's overall energy today. We're going to look at her most significant overall energy towards masculine, most significant thought, feelings, and what's happening in her environment as related to Divine Masculine. We're also going to take a look at what's challenging her. We're going to look at Divine Masculine's overall energy. We're going to get his overall energy towards his feminine, his head space, heart space, and see what's happening in his environment and see what is challenging him as related to his feminine. We also will pull some blocks on the connection. Let's get started. And if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. And if these readings help you, give you guidance, please click on the thanks button, and those energy exchanges will help me continue to do free readings for all of you. Let's get started. Divine Feminine's overall energy, we have the Queen of Swords with the Wine card. So in her overall energy, she is in her wisdom, she is in her truth, she's in the energy where, she's also maybe looking at herself in a logical way, right? Maybe some constructive criticism that she may be giving herself on her journey. And that is in order for her to continue to develop. So she's really in her wisdom, she's in her logic, she is rational, and she's learning and developing over the course of this journey. Her overall energy, just in general, she wants to take a leap of faith. She wants to start a cycle from a place of being heart centered. Okay. Separation with her masculine is a bit of a crisis for her. It is a burden because there isn't any communication with him at this time. And so there's a lot of mental conflict for her around whether or not there will be success with the Divine Masculine. So she's very much in the energy where she's in her logic, she's in her wisdom, she wants to develop, but she's also going to require a developed counterpart. Okay. She wants to start fresh, but the separation with the masculine is affecting her in that this is the mind space, right? Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords, and she is the Queen of Swords. So the challenge for her in her overall energy is that there isn't any communication and that there is mental conflict around that for her at this time. So now her energies as related to masculine, again, she's feeling the separation, right? Pauper in my deck, this is a Queen's Journey Oracle with the Queen's Journey Tarot. This is separation that she's experiencing. So she's trying hard to stand in her confidence, in her power, be self-sufficient, and really work on herself. But there is this trickster energy that also keeps her very sad, feeling rejected and feeling outed, feeling like she's out in the cold from masculine. But I love that we have the Nine of Pentacles. She's really getting in this energy of the Queen to stand tall, to be independent, to be on her own as she processes this energy of his insincerities, but she's working on herself, okay? Her most significant overall energy towards masculine, dark night of the soul. So maybe she's really gone through some times where she's been purging, she's been releasing, and she's been healing to come into her mastery around this lack of communication. Because in her headspace, she's very guarded. There's a lot of stress about masculine. There's a lot of swords, right? We've got Nine of Swords, we've got Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords, so many swords for her. So she's really guarded because she's very stressed out about whether or not her dreams will become real. So when she thinks about the masculine, she's really guarded. There's a lot of stress, there's anxiety if he's going to repeat the same behavior. In her heart space, we have the Magician again. She's in her mastery. There's a breakthrough for her. She's really trying to cut through stress, cut through her anxiety, cut through any restlessness that is really eating away at her. Okay, so in her heart space, she's mastering these thoughts. This is why she's that queen here. So in her heart space, there's this energy of mastery over her thoughts. Ace of Swords is not easy. It is a breakthrough. It is quick. It is harsh. It's like this arrow just getting shot up into the sky. It didn't come easy for her to come into her mastery. So in her environment as related to masculine, no one's making a move. No one's making a move. Everybody's sitting on their throne. not taking any action. High priestess, there's silence, there's this energy of, no speaking, just being in our intuition. And so she's just really focusing on her own mastery, her intuition, and what her intuition is telling her. We have the moon here, right? And we've got the sun here. So this is that mental stress. Is there going to be success with the masculine? And here in this energy, she's like, in the environment, we're not really doing anything. We're not doing anything. It's very much in our psyche. It's very much in the subconscious world. Maybe there's telepathy. Maybe there's an energy of, communication in the dream space, but there's not a whole lot happening in the 3D environment. So in her overall energy, she wants to start the cycle. She wants to be in her heart space. She wants to stand in her authority as well, right? And her wisdom that took her a long time to accumulate and develop. There's this energy that is burdening her about this separation and lack of communication with masculine, which she's worried about whether or not there will be success. But in her overall energy towards him, right, she's really healing from this dark night energy to become this magician, right, to become a master of her thoughts, of her feelings, of her passion, right, of her wisdom, of her stability. So she's guarded because she's not sure if the same old's going to happen again. So in her heart space, she's having these breakthroughs. She's cutting out of worry. And in the environment, not a lot going on. Not a lot going on. There's a lot of no communication in the 3D world. So now for divine masculine, his overall energy, 4 of Wands with the Queen of Water. So there's this energy where, he's seeing his feminine. I had to clarify that Queen of Water, and we got forward movement. We've got the Lighthouse, and we got the Queen of Air. Where's the Queen of Air? Bottom of the deck for her. So we know this is divine feminine, okay? So in his overall energy, he's thinking about his union. He's really being patient. We've got the Temperance for both of them right here in his overall energy and right here in her most significant overall energy towards divine masculine. So there's this energy here where he's really trying to heal, come into harmony, and being very patient about this union. There is communication for him too. Knight of Swords. They both have it. He wants to communicate. It's his heart's desire to communicate. And again, we have a communication card. It's this energy of wanting to come forward and change the cycle. But there is this massive procrastination at this time because he's too emotional. He's doing too much analysis, and he's feeling very, very delicate. Okay, so this is why in his energy, he wants to move forward, but he is in this energy of like, is she in her heart space, or is she going to yell at me? So that's really what I'm getting. So anyway, I really feel like for his overall energy, he's thinking a lot about how his feminine is so kind and in her heart space, but there is this fear about whether or not she's going to be very cool and detached and, frankly, not want him. So his bottom of the deck, we have no communication. Woo, big like epiphany, right? We've been seeing this. There's communication here, but boop, we have procrastination. So in his most significant overall energy towards divine feminine, there's this no communication because he is in this state of analysis paralysis around how to solve this problem. He wants to solve this problem, and so he's analyzing ad nauseum, and that's why communication isn't coming through. So right now he's uncertain. 2 of Wands, which path to take, right? There's this constant decision making. There is this constant planning, and he's trying to figure out how to end his planning. So he's this unawakened masculine, which is this uncertain energy about how to end this analysis, how to end this planning. In his most significant thought, he's really nurturing this very painful ending that he had with feminine, where things were very aggressive. Maybe there was a power struggle. Maybe things were fierce. This is why he fears that she may be the Queen of Swords. So his most significant thought is he's still nurturing himself over this painful ending with her. His most significant feeling, like he could be sending her messages telepathically. Maybe you're getting downloads, music, songs, synchronicities, numbers about how defeated he is feeling. And he's telling you that he is in hermit mode, that it's not that he's ignoring you. It's not that he doesn't want to talk to you. It's that he's really processing still this painful ending. He's still very emotional, still feeling very conflicted and defeated, and he's working hard. So in this environment, he's got communication, 9 of Wands. He hasn't given up on communicating with Divine Feminine. It's just that he's trying to gain his strength to get to that final 10 of Wands before the Ace of Wands. And look at here, we have that Sun card, and it's a match to her Sun card. So this is really about, yeah, I want to communicate. I haven't given up on it. I'm just taking a pause because his ego's wounded. His ego's wounded, and he's trying to figure out how to solve the problem. Okay, so his overall energy, he's really healing. He's being patient about this union. He does want to come forward and have a conversation. He does want to communicate and change the cycle that you guys have been in, but he is emotional. He is emotional and he is delicate, and that is because he is in this incessant planning stage. He is still nurturing his wounds from this power struggle or whatever fierce, communication you both may have had. And he's telepathically telling you that he's still very conflicted. He's still feeling very defeated, and he's in hermit mode. But he wants you to know, I haven't given up on communication. I am wounded, and I am healing my ego. So what are the blocks? The blocks, bottom of the deck: shortcuts, delays, lack of completion, stagnation of the masculine. I really feel like Divine Feminine has completed a large part of her work already. I really do. I feel like she's already completed a lot of her healing and her work. I mean, healing, look, guys, we are students of this journey. This is a lifelong journey. And so there's always things to learn. But I really feel like she's at a place where she's good. She's still healing some parts of herself, but it is not blocking her union. So her block, so this is telling me the blocks have a lot to do with Divine Masculine. Why is this fuzzy? Not completing his cycles yet, okay? So Divine Feminine's block is, she can't coerce him. She can't force him to move. She can't. So her biggest block and challenge as far as Divine Masculine is concerned is that she can't control him. She can't control his movement. She can't make him move forward. Divine Masculine's most significant block or challenge as related to feminine, what does this say? It says forgiveness, accepting change, healing, letting go, ready to move on. So his most significant energy and block as related to feminine is this 5 of Cups energy. It's like he's not able to move on from the past. He's not able to heal. He's not able to forgive yet. And so he's exercising his free will by staying at the crossroads. We already got that here. Crossroads, 2 of Wands. What is the block for the connection? Here's that 10 of Cups upside down with unconditional love, this divine union. This is this energy where there is an imbalance in this relationship. This is an energy where there's discord. There's not a lot of harmony in this union. And that harmony is because we're not moving anywhere. He's not able to let go of the pain, right? His sadness, his wounds, his ego, his perpetual planning. That's his block. So it blocks the happily ever after. That 10 of Cups, divine union, it blocks the connection. But I really feel like this has everything to do with masculine. Look, I don't pick sides. I'm reading as someone from the outside looking in. And right now it looks like masculine has not completed, his healing that is required to come back into union. And Divine Feminine's like, I can't force him. I can't force him. So my block is like, I got to let it go. I got to continue to release because he's not in a place to move. And interestingly enough, he gets the moving on card. He's not moving. He's not moving. He's staying in the energy of, perhaps not forgiving, not letting go, and really being at the crossroads. And so then that blocks the union. Well, guys, if you have, any feedback, leave it in the comment section. If you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. These decks here are my Queen's Journey Oracle and a Queen's Journey Tarot. And for the masculine, we have the Divine Connections Oracle and the Divine Connections Tarot, all available on my website, as well as a list of my services, queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day. Bye.